has been a long time, but you know what? I have been getting a lot of requests to do videos and to update people on my life, and just a lot of people like, oh, we miss your videos and things like that. I even get recognized around Namibia by Namibians who are fans of my YouTube channel. Like just the other day, like I got recognized by like someone that was like, hi, I really love your video. Like it happens all the time, even in the small town that I live in here. Lance, hold on. So I have been getting in my head a lot. Just like I filmed so many videos over the past like 2 years, like I've never edited or anything like that. Part of it is just because of like you know, not feeling like I really had the time or energy to edit them. And then also the other part though is just me getting into my head and like psyching myself out. You know, I'm like, oh God, like, do I want people in my personal life like this anymore? You know, like, and I just psych myself out of actually editing footage that I've taken. Like, it's ridiculous, like how much video I've taken that I've never edited. So, like I said, I bump into a lot of people and I get a lot of emails, and I realize like people, I guess, like to stay up to date with my life in Namibia. And so the other reason that I haven't been filming, I guess, is because like sometimes I feel like I don't really have that much to show because my life is very boring right now. And in my opinion, it's very boring, at least. I don't think it's boring to other people, but it's boring to me. And so therefore I feel like, what exactly am I going to film? You know, like, what am I shooting? Like, what am I showing people? You know, like, I don't live in the capital city. I live in a small town about 2.5 hours north of the capital. And so like, to me, like, I just feel like it's boring and, you know, like, what is that? You know, there's nothing to show. But I think I've realized, like, you know, there is more to show. Excuse me. Sorry. There's more to show than anyway, I just need to be comfortable with whatever there is that I have to share, you know, and that there are different ways of, you know, shooting videos and different things that I can talk about. So I think that for now, like, the direction of my channel is just going to be just me, you know, either story times, like talking about experiences that I've had. I mean, it's kind of what I've been doing. But talking about experiences that I've had, I have notes, so bear with me. Just my life right now, like, and the challenges that I've faced, because I am not like working full time. I am like at home with my son and trying to craft a life of working from home, because that is what I've realized after a lot of trial and error with things like daycare and, you know, different job interviews that I've gone on. I've just realized, like, you know what, like, stop fighting, you know, the way things are right now. And if, you know, me being my son's, you know, main caretaker while my husband is at work is, you know, what I'm supposed to be doing, then, you know, that's fine, you know. And luckily for me, you know, there are things that I can do while I'm home, in terms of writing and being a freelance writer and, you know, a content writer. There are things that I can do from home because I have a, you know, a talent in writing, apparently a skill in writing. People have told me, and I've realized it, you know. My mother was an amazing writer, and so like the gene has passed down to me. So I love writing. That's my passion, and that's kind of what I'm skilled at. And I study journalism also. So I've just realized, like, you know, me being at home with my son and working from home is the best thing right now. You know, I'm in a unique situation as an African American in Namibia, raising a child. And so like what applies to a lot of other women really does not apply to my situation right now. What applies to a lot of Namibian women does not apply to my life. What applies to, you know, other expats in Namibia who are not living in a small town does not apply to my life, you know? So like I've had to get really clear on like what works specifically for me and not compare myself to what works for other people, you know? So these are the types of things that I want to talk about and do videos about. You know, like in the past, I've done like videos where I, you know, talked about the cost of living in Namibia. I mean, those things take a lot of editing. Those things take a lot of editing. And right now, I don't really have the time or energy to like do videos that entail a lot of editing. So like, I think for now, like the best thing is just going to be me, you know, just doing very informal videos and updates and sharing experiences that I've had here and just different things related to me as a mother in Namibia. as a Black American mother in Namibia. I think that's like for the best. Yeah. So my son is now 2. He turned 2 in June. This is the end of July, almost July 20 something. I don't know what today's date is, but my son is now 2. He turned 2 last month, and just even things related to that are things that I can talk about. I've realized and share on my YouTube channel. And so, what else did I want to talk about? So you guys, many of you know, but some of you don't know that I have a website, African American in Africa, www.aainafrica.com, and it basically, on it, I've posted and I've interviewed and published many articles and interviews with other African Americans living across Africa. So, if you're looking for other experiences, just check out my website. Now, to be honest, my website has taken a bit of a back seat because, I get overwhelmed with it, I would say, with the emails, with the cost of maintaining it. With having to follow up with people and chase after people for interviews, with not feeling like I have enough time, or some days I just don't have that much energy, for going on WordPress or for keeping up the website's affiliated social media. It's like all on me. And so I'm going to be honest, like my website, there are times when I just like don't this Facebook page, everybody knows Facebook can be exhausting. And I have like a Facebook page associated with my website that has like about, I don't know, is it 8,000 followers? And, it's just exhausting, like sometimes. So my website, it goes dormant sometimes, and like I said, it costs money also, like that I've just been spending, that I've made. So, okay, here's my son. And don't mind the scratch on the wall. That's crayon on the wall. So I don't think we live in a zoo, but we do have a toddler, and he did get a crayon and draw all over the walls one day when I wasn't really paying attention. Here he is. Say hi. Say hi. Hold up. Say hi. Okay, come here. This is Lance. He's 2, and he's crazy, but he's very happy. And so, yeah, I'm going to do videos about just how it's been being a mother here. I had him in daycare. Okay, sorry. Jeez. I had him in daycare. I had him in daycare for about a month, and I ended up taking him out. I would do a video on that. These are my experiences, as a mother here. It has just been, such a roller coaster ride, I would say. So, yeah. And, so yeah, that's the direction that I want to take my channel. My website, I am working hard to keep it up, but being a mother overseas in a small town in Africa, it works on you. I don't have a big social life here or a big social support. Lance, come on, you're blocking my face. We're getting ready to go out. So I don't really have a big social life or exciting life or a lot of things to do in my town right now. And so a lot of the times it is very boring and lonely. And it's just a lot on my husband and I. We never have anyone to babysit my son, or anything like that. And so self-care and just my mental and emotional, has been such a journey over the past 2 years of motherhood, because I've realized, how, soft and gentle I had to be with myself, in this situation as, a mother living overseas. So that's why things like my website and my YouTube channel fall to the wayside, you know what I mean? And don't get updated often. Please don't climb over that. That's not safe. Thank you. That's why things don't, get updated often, just because it has not been the easiest 2 years of motherhood for me. And, but anyway, things have kind of at least on my end, my husband, he's pretty cool, calm, and collected. But things on my end have really gotten a bit clearer. My head has gotten a bit clearer. The fog of the first 2 years of motherhood has lifted, and I'm just feeling and doing better, although things are not perfect in my life. You know what I mean? I would love to have a bigger social life here and things like that in the town I live in, but I don't, But I've kind of come to an understanding and just accepted the way things are for right now. And so, this is why I feel like it's a great time to just dive right back into doing YouTube videos and things like that. And also I've been I found a lot of other mothers. Do you see what he's doing? This is life with a toddler. I found a lot of other mothers on YouTube that I can really identify with, and they're also like working at home or staying at home with their kids. And I can't. Lance, come here. Come, look. Choo-choo. Staying at home and working with their kids, and they are very transparent about the challenges of being a mother at home, that works at home and things like that, and how exhausting it can be mentally to be at home with kids all day, and things like that. So they've also kind of like, these people have also quietly like encouraged me to get back into YouTube because I realize it's kind of like a great outlet for like when you're in a challenging situation, there's other people that comment and have advice, and they're in similar situations and you realize you're not alone. So anyway, that's kind of where I am right now. What else did I want to quickly say? Yeah, we're basically getting ready to go to the supermarket. My husband is traveling with work, and today is Wednesday, so he'll be back on Friday. And as you see, this guy is like a ball of energy, and so we need to go outside. He needs to burn off some freaking steam. So we're going to go to the supermarket right now. I have made a meal plan yesterday for the first time ever, and a grocery list, and we're going to stick by it for the most part. I made some adjustments, whatever. So that's where we're getting ready to go now. Vlogging and taking my camera with me like in town, I'm not really 100% always comfortable with doing that, like taking the supermarkets and things like that, because people stare, people don't want to be on camera. So I will do my best when I can, but for now, it's just going to be a lot of me talking on my channel, to be honest. And I might lose subscribers, whatever. Like, people will just have to be okay with what I can offer right now with my life. And of course, when we travel and things like that, I will film as needed. At some point, I'm going to do like a recap video, just like showing, clips of the various videos that I've shot over the last 2 years that never ever got edited, sadly. So I'll be posting those at some point as well. Anyway, all right, guys, I just realized I have not been looking at the camera the entire time, or at the lens. But anyway, we're going to go out to the supermarket. My son is all over the place, and you can tell I'm rushed in my speaking. Like, I can't even get a second. But I'll figure it out. All right, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Stay posted on my stay well. Stay tuned for what I can, what's coming up, because I am going to just dive right in, not overthink YouTube anymore, and the content that I put out, and just do it and share my experience, and that will be that. All right, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, I started dreadlocks. That's the other thing, about 4 months ago. So there'll be an update on that, because it has been quite the journey. Okay, bye. Hey guys, so the first part of the video that I just shot, my head was like all the way down here a lot of the time. I was nursing him. He's in a bad mood, and I think hungry. Why are you being fussy? So sorry for that video being shot like that. But I'm not going to reshoot it because I am not going to overthink it. I want it to just go up. And it's better to just get something than to be perfect. That's what I'm learning. So that's why the video, my head is so low. Okay. All right. Bye.